I used to have a pretty interesting life. I was a destination wedding photographer and traveled the world. And one day I was unloading groceries from the back of my car, and the corner of the electric tailgate lodged in my temple, inverting my neck. I was standing up as it came down, and it was the perfect storm.
Wait a minute. What is this about, and why am I listening to this woman's story? Well, let's start over a little bit. Things called Veterans in Pain, and this is how it came to be. OrthoBiologic solutions for veterans. Well, let's start this again.
A car accident when I was 19 pretty much set me up for a life of a tender spine. This was the straw that broke the camel's back. You know, I didn't ever really expect to be in a chair. I don't think anybody does. But when it happens, I mean, what do? You get a service dog. And you get a van with all the right ramps and stuff. And you figure it out. There she goes again. There she goes again. So a few years ago, I was diagnosed with arachnoiditis. There she goes. Arachnoiditis is when the nerves within the lining or the dura of the actual spinal cord itself have been disturbed in some way, and they start binding together and turning into plaque and hardening, and then it spreads. On the McGill pain scale, it is above childbirth and phantom limb in regard to the pain levels. Normally it's 1 to 10. What is your pain level today? 10 being worst. And arachnoiditis is technically 1,000. The scariest thing about arachnoiditis is it can happen to anyone. We're gonna have our own parade. Even an epidural, a mom going in to give birth, can leave, and within weeks or a few months, her whole life is turned inside out. A football player has back pain, so they end up sending him in to have prolotherapy or an injection of any kind. It really doesn't matter what the injection even is. It's the fact that something is going into, cutting into, injecting into your spinal cord. I was told that arachnoiditis was incurable. There was nothing I could do. But then I heard about a stem cell transplant. And there's this doctor that brought it over from Europe, and I poo-hooed it for a long time, as I think most people do. Until I really didn't have a choice. It was after 20 surgeries and procedures, and I really had nothing left to choose from. That was June of 2017, and physical therapy became my life, with Bluebell by my side, of course. Every day, at least 5 days a week. I had one choice to make each day, and that was whether or not I was going to make my bed and move forward. There wasn't any other option. I've gone from being in bed 80 to 90% of the time to getting back to the gym again and going to dinner with my husband and even a movie as well. I am a mom again. I can actually sit longer than 5 to 10 minutes at a time. I've gone on trips and am I there yet? I'm still rolling around. There's a lot of mechanical and mind to muscle reconnection that needs to happen, but I am well on my way. Life is different, but it's mine and I'm embracing it, and I can now because I did not give up. I hung in there. I hung in there for that moment to come along where there was an answer. Hey everyone, it's Michaela Bensko. I founded a 501c3 nonprofit in 2018 called Veterans in Pain. It's VIP, and we facilitate pro bono regenerative medical solutions for veterans suffering from chronic pain.
54 years of damage,
Right.
but now I feel like I'm 35. It allowed me to do things that I used to be able to do again. You know, like, oh, I can walk 5 miles now without horrific pain. And it feels much better than taking an opioid or any other pain meds. I'm not relying upon someone else now. Okay, I have systemic, long-term historic pain.
Right.
You know, the VA knows it, my doctors know it, everybody knows it. So that's all wiped out.
If you could sum up your experience in a few words, what would you say?
In a few words, anyone's long-term health should always be their own goal, and to recognize that, hey, there are other ways to treat health. Some people do it through exercise, food, mental, spiritual, whatever, but those paths are open all the time. It's just having the willingness to say, I will try this path. Tell more veterans, get the word out, get more doctors on board, you know, get more people to go, hey, this does work, and hopefully inject it into the mainstream where people go,
So to speak.
yeah, that's right. This is a good alternative. You know, forget the drugs, go to this. I mean, like I said, I would do this all day long, every day. You know, hook me up because it works. I mean, proof's in the pudding.
What we're trying to separate is the serum from the red cells. So I'm going to inject right behind the AC joint, and right in here is where he's tender over the suprascapular nerve. So I'm going to put some of the platelets in there as well.
Trying to put
First of all,
PRP injection.
yeah.
And what happened?
And right now, the pain that I walked in here with is leaving my body right now.
And it was a 10 when you walked in?
It was a 10 when I walked in.
And what is it now?
It's like a 5, 6.
And it's been how many minutes? 20, 20?
20 minutes.
But there's another part to our mission, and it's very close to our hearts, and we are committed to ensuring that this bill gets passed in order to benefit our veterans and their needs. The initiative that we're submitting is the Regenerative Therapies for Veterans Act. It will be a program funded by the government that will provide the funding necessary for veterans to receive stem cell and regenerative therapies.
I've been a Marine, a Coast Guardsman, and a law enforcement officer, and unfortunately the VA told me that it was just something I'd have to live with. I'm a multi-traumatic survivor, as I've been called. A number of events that have, over time, wore me down, and a weapon was discharged and my life kind of flashed before my eyes. I thought I had been killed. Sorry,
No, you're okay.
my PTSD, this is one of the things that I can't control, is my emotions.
Emotions.
I've taken this turn to try to have a better life for myself. I've dedicated myself, again, military and law enforcement, to helping others. I'm just thrilled with what I have the ability to do now.
That's awesome.
Prior to the gift that I received from VIP, I did not run.
Right.
I hated stairs.
Right.
I walked at an angle to go up the stairs. My body was doing things to protect me or to help me that I didn't even realize.
Right.
And you know, I can now go out and walk my dog, you know, with my wife. I can, and not be in pain.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful.
So magical.
You know, it is. It's something I didn't think was ever going to be that way. You know, again, VA said, deal with it. It's something we can't, you know, you're gonna have to live with it. And that answer obviously didn't work for me. And it's been amazing. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
My name's Rob, and I'd like to give my endorsement to VIP because I had severe pain in both knees, torn meniscus, and many years of abuse, both military and civilian. And the VIP helped give me the injections in both knees, and I have not used a cane now in 5 months, and the injections were about 6 months ago. I started walking, and I took it easy at first, and then found within a very short time I could easily walk over 5 miles. And I haven't done that in 10 to 15 years, I think. And I just think this is awesome. I feel like I have a new lease in life, and I owe it all to VIP, Veterans in Pain. They have helped change my life, and I'm just ever so thankful and grateful. And thank you everyone who has been involved and has helped out. I am truly grateful, and I am enjoying a new lease on life. It's amazing. Thank you, Veterans in Pain.